So, today's the day. With less than 6 hours before the release of the first Half-Life game in 13 years, let's go over everything that's happened up until this point and talk about my personal opinions on the things we're going to see today at 10 AM Pacific time. On November the 18th, 2019, Valve tweeted, "We're excited to unveil Half-Life Alyx, our flagship VR game, this Thursday at 10 AM Pacific time." The internet immediately went crazy at the thought of our first Half-Life game in over 12 years, but I don't think anyone was happier than Tyler McVicker from Valve News Network, who had been telling the internet about a new Half-Life game set in VR for almost 3 years. 2 days later, on November 21st, our first look at Half-Life Alyx dropped in the form of a trailer.
You're gonna need a gun! Don't worry, it's unloaded. It's unloaded now!
The response was overwhelmingly positive, despite the game being for VR only. As soon as the trailer was released, the game went up for pre-order, and was also given to owners of the Valve Index, all Index controllers for free, along with multiple pre-order bonuses, which we will touch on later. At this time, Half-Life.com was also completely overhauled with a new design for every Half-Life game. The star of the show, however, being the new Half-Life Alyx page, with this beautiful parallax scrolling background. It was here we also found out about the playstyles, being both room scale and standing or sitting, with options for teleport, shift, and continuous motion. The game also supported finger tracking and trigger-based control. We also discovered that we would be receiving mapping tools to create our own Source 2 Half-Life maps. On January 21st, 2020, the entire Half-Life series was made free for a limited time in preparation for Half-Life Alyx. We were also informed that an MAA with several Valve developers who worked on Half-Life Alyx would take place on January 22nd, the following day. With 6 weeks to go, on February 13th, the official release date for Half-Life Alyx, being March 23rd, was announced, along with confirmation that the Half-Life Alyx maps pre-order bonuses promised for Steam VR would be rolled out the week commencing the 2nd of March. Fast forward to the week of the 2nd of March, and things started kicking into third gear. 3 new gameplay videos were released to the official Valve YouTube channel, showing off parts of the first few levels of HLA. Each video showed off a different style of movement, giving the internet a glimpse of the newly completed smooth locomotion option. As well as Valve's 3 videos, IGN released a 9-minute video of uninterrupted gameplay containing footage of the subway level seen in Valve's first video. The gameplay videos gave us a lot of information on many new mechanics added into the game, including the Combine Fabricator, used to upgrade your weapons, and the new health station, which required you to find an antlion grub to work.
Oh, a health station.
Russell, the Combine use these. Are they safe for people?
Yeah, I use them all the time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're great.
Ow, ow, ow. Hey, you were right. These are great.
We also got a look at the 3D spatial hacking minigames seen in the original trailer. Alongside the 4 gameplay videos, the original Half-Life merch store got an update adding new mugs, pins, and posters. On Wednesday the 4th of March, we received 2 maps from the Half-Life Alyx as Steam VR home environments. One was of a City 17th Street and the other of Russell's lab. This gave us our first VR look into HLA, and it collectively blew our minds. The level of detail packed into the game was absolutely insane. Also, there was a peg crab in a fridge, so what more could you really want? Over the next 2 weeks, we had many interviews and gameplay clips released on channels such as IGN, Tested, and the BBC, including an interview with Gabe Newell himself, where he talks about how happy he is with Alyx and the future of the company as a whole. On Friday the 20th, the game was made available to preload in preparation for today, the official release of Half-Life Alyx. I'm personally incredibly excited to play HLA. It looks incredibly polished, with an attention to detail only Valve could create in the VR space, and that's without considering the fact it's a Half-Life game. With the game downloaded and ready to go, all that's left for us to do is play possibly the only game ever to receive the Masterpiece tag on Steam by its users before it's even released.
All this is my fault. I never told you. I couldn't. I'm so sorry, baby.
You will not save him. Alyx Vance alone cannot prevent his fate.
Close your eyes, honey.